Hello and welcome to my market update. Today I want to take a look at what's going on in the real estate market and the different price ranges. And there are definitely some differences as you go from the low end to the upper end price point as to what's happening in the real estate market. And really to help you see what's going on in that different price zone, we'll take a look at the months of inventory based on the closed sales. Because based on that ratio, it'll help you see how strong the buyer demand is relative to the inventory or the supply of inventory. So again, to kind of recap that, if it's less than 3 months of inventory, definitely a seller's market. If it's 3 to 6 months of inventory, it's a neutral or balanced market. And if it's 6 months or greater in inventory, definitely more of a buyer's market. So as we break this down, I took a look at 3 different price zones to take a look at. The first price point is the 700,000 or less price zone. And there's, as you see here, there's only 1.4 months of inventory. So it just means that would take about 45 days to completely deplete this zone of inventory based on how fast things are closing. So it's worth pointing out that this was also pretty similar from last year as well. If you look at the whole balance of the year, it was pretty much sitting in a seller's market that whole time. It did fluctuate some. But as you can see, this whole zone is definitely pronounced a seller's market, and it's been that way for a while. The next one I wanted you to take a look at is the $700,000 to $1 million market. And you can see here it's 3.5 months of inventory currently. And you can see this price range floats between a seller's market to a balanced market over the past year. And it just means that there is less competition of other buyers in this price range if you're purchasing under 700,000. And then the next price zone is the 1 million plus price point. And you can see there's a huge shift. This is actually 6.4 months of inventory currently is where it's at. So this definitely is considered to be more of a buyer's market for the most part. This market you can see tends to be more seasonal. As you look at the beginning of the year, it actually has a much higher spike. We got up to 14 months of inventory. And again, that just means this market tends to be more seasonal, meaning that the spring and summer months are where that market, that demand for that type of product is the greatest. And that's just because that tends to be more of a move-up home is what it is. So because of that, that market tends to be a little more seasonal. It also tells you that if you are a homeowner that wants to sell $1 million plus property, the best time to sell that is the spring or summer months. In conclusion, the one benefit or silver lining for people that do have an equity position, are a seller, and that are going to make a move up, really you have a lot more to pick and choose from as you move up in the price zone, meaning there's a lot more things available that you can consider in this type of market. If you have more questions about buying or selling, give me a call, 805-339-3516. Bye.